Hello, Scorpio. I hope you guys are well. I am getting over a cold. It seems like every time I do a reading, I'm sick, which is super fucking annoying, but 'tis the season, right? So let's go ahead and get into the monthly or the last portion of October 2019 for Scorpio. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. And for cross watchers as well, whatever resonates. These readings are general readings, so whatever resonates, resonates. What does not, does not. Okay. Sorry, I'm a little anal about it. So you have the Magician, the Nine of Swords, and the King of Wands. And I'm going to pull some more for you. La, la, la. Eight of Swords. Oh my God, stop being so neurotic. There you are, the sweet little naked King of Cups in the water. And okay, before I go anywhere, like I'm getting shooting goosebumps everywhere. Naked, vulnerability. There's something here about vulnerability for you, Scorpio, or crosswatcher, whomever is resonating with this high level of vulnerability. I think that depends upon like, okay, how you're feeling about something as far as like communicating, connecting, reconnecting the dots. Okay, so it's like backtracking in regard to situations and how they were dealt with. Five of Swords. That's the energy that I'm feeling for sure. How they were dealt with, how things were dealt with. Bottom of the deck, Judgment. So I'm going to straighten these cards out because it's literally bothering me because I'm OCD. And yeah. Okay. I see what the problem is. It's the table. Anyhow, we'll deal with this for now. So Judgment, I think it's also a matter of judging yourself, judgment, harsh judgment upon yourself. It depends. Not everybody here is going to be in, I guess, perceived as the guilty party. This reading is kind of picking me up towards like somebody who feels guilty about something or like they did not leave things correctly. The Magician here for the first card out, we're having an energy that is, what I'm feeling here is more so indicative of wanting to go forward, but also having like this kind of loop of issues that you have to deal with first. You have the Nine of Swords here, so this is stuff that's constantly in your head, things that are not leaving you, things that are not making it easy for you to progress and proceed. The King of Wands, oftentimes somebody who's very gregarious, very, you know, they're a good leader in their life. But what I'm feeling here is that there's a necessity here, Scorpio, for communication. Somebody has shut down, somebody has not. They're very guarded about the communication. Nine of Swords, Eight of Swords, Five of Swords. The energy that I'm feeling here for you guys is something where it's like we're in our head, we're worried what somebody's thinking, overthinking things. It's almost as if we want to either extend an olive branch or create some sort of communication, line of communication. And I feel that it is eating at somebody. You know, I feel that they're drowning in their emotions because they have to basically face the issues that they've created or at least rectify some of these things. So it's a level of like, I'm worried that you're going to judge me harshly, but I'm already judging myself harshly. So let me drown in my own worry. Here we have the Magician and the King of Wands. So I feel like this person may end up communicating. We'll see how this goes as far as like the clarifiers. But overall, there's a lot of headspace that is just like overrun here. Too much thinking, worrying, almost to the point of like we're creating problems in our own mind in regard to coming forward, whether this be for you or the cross-watcher, whoever this is for, person you're dealing with. You have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and you could do some air You've got some air signs here too, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Doesn't have to be any of those, but that's kind of what I'm feeling at this point, especially with you, Scorpio, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. One of the readers also mentioned that the King of Cups is actually depicted by Cancer, which I didn't recognize, but there's a lot of similarities to it. I can't get into it right now. I want to keep going, but very interesting stuff. So yeah, how are we going to move forward? What is, I guess, if you're the one that needs to communicate, if you need to talk, what are the steps you can take to get your information concise so you can actually separate yourself from the worry, separate yourself from the fear of coming forward, and try and ease into this? Okay, what I'm feeling here is a lot of confusion, a lot of, it's almost like things got like muddled and people went separate ways in some strange way. And now it's like we have this opportunity to bring forth some sort of clarity, and we're hesitating, we're waiting, we're not moving forward because we're afraid. It's like almost as if like you can see the promised land, but the gate is locked. You can't go through because the gate is locked. There's not a lot for you to do. And so instead we're going to like vacillate and drown in our emotions because we're holding on to this problematic energy that we maybe shared with somebody in the past, or there was some sort of like negative energy in the past that ended up, it was perceived as abusive or neglectful. Okay. So, and also before I get into the clarifiers, I'm in love with this. I'm in love with this. It's Ubar by Amouage. This is discontinued. I literally bought this from a very... I had to hunt it down, but it's lovely. Look at the little Swarovski crystal. Hi, it's me. Hello. Do you see me? Hello. Anyways, yeah, Ubar. Wonderful. Take me away. Ooh. Floral incense. It's made in Oman. It's Middle Eastern perfume. They're so rich and beautiful. It's opulence. Absolute opulence. Amouage is one of my favorites. Knight of Wands here with the Seven of Pentacles. This is an evaluation here in regard to moving forward. And we have the Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. With this energy, with the Magician here, the Knight of Wands, and the Seven of Pentacles, I think somebody is, it's like, whomever this is for, it's like they're champing at the bit to try and move forward. But there's an assessment here with the Seven of Pentacles, an assessment of the Five of Swords, an assessment of their feelings, how much they're drowning in their own emotions about this, and how to move forward without seeming like they're not phased. Because I also feel here that there's a level of like aloof energy for some reason. Like, oh, well, I'll just act like I'm not phased. Why am I feeling that? Like, that's kind of weird. If you're going to be sorry about something, exhibit that you're sorry. Exhibit that you're regretful. Don't be blasé about it. That's never going to work. Knight of Wands is also a half, what I'm feeling is like a half-baked energy, like where we have an idea about something, but it's like we're basically not sure about it. So the energy's there to do it, but the decision has not been made. You know, it's kind of like a half-baked idea, like they're not certain how to go about it. And I think the Seven of Pentacles for this reading is basically saying, it's indicating to me that like both of you have an evaluation period. Like either the person that you left or that left you, they've already evaluated things. They're on their way. This is, I'm picking up the energy for the person that is either like away or who was the turd. Like who was the turd here? Hang on. Somebody's afraid of being uncomfortable and vulnerable. That's what I'm feeling. Like fear of being uncomfortable, fear of being vulnerable, fear of like actually communicating. That's sad. That's sad. Like, you know, people, I don't know. I don't understand why people have hard times communicating. I really don't. I'm so in favor of just getting through bullshit and communicating to get things done and off the chest. Just communicate. Good Lord. Nine of Swords, please. It's like boundaries, barriers, but also like utter worry in the head. Nine of Swords. Seven of Swords. There you go. They're fucking worried about what's happened here in the past. They're having a hard time in regard to making a decision to either extend an offer here or, potentially give you the offer for a new beginning. And I feel that that's what they want. I feel that there's some sort of like growth within emotion here, but I also feel that there's like a disconnect because of what has already happened. So it's like somebody's not wanting to move forward or like not access, but attempt to access you, attempt to get in touch with you. It's like there's some sort of like disconnect here because we're all in our brain and frustrated and in our emotions. And I believe somebody is afraid that they're going to be perceived as that Knight of Wands energy again. I'm feeling here that there's an energy where it's like we're worried about whomever this is for. They're worried about being perceived as this, dick in the sheets type energy. Show me the King of Wands. So you have for the King of Wands the Three of Pentacles and you have the Two of Cups. Yep, this is what I said initially. This person wants to communicate with you and I feel that they want to move forward. But the thing is, we're dealing with all of this other problem. And a pre-existing problem that actually overshadows this connection here. I feel that somebody wants to communicate, they want to come forward, but I feel that with them coming forward, it's more about making sure that they can, God, that's such a weird thing to say, like, make you believe or like convince you that they want this. It feels like there was an energy where it's like in the past or something, it feels like they convinced you that they very much did not want this. And so how can they convince you that they actually do want this? That's confusing. That's confusing for you and that's confusing for them and for me. It's kind of like this indecisive, slightly wishy-washy, slightly like non-committal energy, yet I want to commit. But we're afraid of it's like having to face your fears and being afraid of that. What the fuck? Grow up here. What's at the bottom of the deck for that? Let me pick up these cards. Yeah, Judgment at the bottom of the deck. Judgment here, over here, Judgment here. This is about being worried about being judged. This may have been a situation where the person harshly judged you and vamoosed, they left. But what I'm seeing here with this Three of Pentacles and Two of Cups, this person recognizes their feelings now. The King of Wands here, it can be a very loving, passionate energy, full of fire, full of passion, full of desire for you. King of Cups, King of Wands, very, very, I feel that this is the energy of the person that you're dealing with. It's just kind of like this overflowing emotion, but that emotion isn't just love. That emotion is fear, tackling concern, tackling worry, and being honest with themselves about their feelings here. And I feel right here, they're drowning in their emotions about this. It's like they want to get up and go and communicate, but then it's like all of this other Five of Swords, Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords shit is kind of like all clouding their thinking, clouding their judgment. Maybe that's why Judgment is presented here twice in this reading already. I feel that they're worried about being harshly judged, or at least judged, period. And I feel that they're judging the shit out of themselves too. Please show me the Eight of Swords here for Scorpio. That flipped. That did not flip. That flipped. Strength, Eight of Swords. It's time to put away the worry, time to put away the fear and start to trust your intuition. Trust the process. Understand that this is a process. It feels like there's like multiple factors here that are needing to be dealt with. First and foremost, communication. Having the strength to go, even though what I'm picking up is like somebody feels like they've been barred or banned from like your life. And now they have to like attempt to get through that armor. That's what I'm feeling. And it's going to take patience, it's going to take perseverance, and it's going to take a lot of strength, personal strength, to face your fears of communication and also moving things forward. Um, Show me the King of Cups here, please. Show me the King of Cups. So you have the 10 of Wands and the 9 of Cups. 10 of Wands, 9 of Cups. I feel here with the King of Cups, the 10 of Wands is very much about feeling a fair amount of guilt, holding on to that guilt, because we recognize that this person, you got the 2 of Cups, the 9 of Cups. This is how this person is viewing you, or you, this other person. But this is indicating that there's a fair amount of emotional, like when you were together, there was a huge amount of emotional reciprocity, it feels like. But whatever happened here, as far as this person, the way that they mistreated you, played mind games with you, ghosted you, whatever it is, because this is kind of like poof. That's what I'm feeling, like poof. I just split, poof. They're having guilt about that now, and they want to communicate it. But the guilt is so heavy, it feels like they're just holding on because they're afraid they're not going to be able to get through to you. Or you're afraid you're not going to be able to get through to somebody. It feels like a proper epic journey, Scorpio. And of course, leave it to you guys to have a reading like that. Of course. So the 9 of Cups, for me, a lot of the time, the 9 of Cups, yeah, I know a lot of people say, oh, you're getting your wish. Well, whatever. The wish, the 9 of Cups, I feel oftentimes indicates to me reciprocity within communications, emotional connections with people who you feel on the same page with, people that you feel properly, comfortable with. Ease in your connections and relationships. It's feeling abundant in regard to how you give of yourself to other people and how they reciprocate that. Speaking of reciprocation, on the bottom of the deck, you have the 6 of Pentacles. This is about reciprocity. In this card in particular, he's got a cup. He's offering a cup here. That is often indicating some sort of communication on an emotional level. Somebody offering cups. Now, whether that be a, proposal, whether that be, I'm not saying proposal here. But what I'm feeling is like somebody wanting to express their emotions and having a difficult time figuring out how to do that. And I think that this is stinging this person quite a bit because of the amount of emotional connection that they feel with you or you with them. But you got to get out of your fears and communicate. You have to speak. You have to communicate and express yourself. Okay, so for the 5 of Swords, you have the 6 of Wands and you have the 8 of Cups. Bottom of the deck, King of Wands. This is what this person is doing, Scorpio. Whether this is you or whether this is a fire sign, somebody here is needing to get the balls to come forward and communicate, to really speak their truth, speak their mind, speak their feelings, speak your heart, speak your heart. There's a song coming to me right now, and I cannot remember the name of it. I think her name is Mo, M-O, but it's something about like the truth, speak your heart. If I can remember it at the end of this video, I'll write it down so you guys can look it up. 6 of Wands, this is, in the simplest terms, having victory, being recognized, finally being seen, for your efforts. But this is also, basically where we need to take the initiative. We need to make effort towards something, to move towards something. In that hand, it's almost like we have stalks of wheat. In my brain, it's an olive branch. I know it's stalks of wheat, but in my brain, olive branch. Here, 8 of Cups. So with this 5 of Swords, 8 of Cups, 6 of Wands, this person has a dilemma, okay? We're focused here on the 5 of Swords energy. So being a total turd, ignoring people, playing total mind games with you or you with somebody, we have to deal with that. We have to face it, okay? For some reason, I feel that this person, whoever has done this, has gained some wisdom about themselves. I feel that there's been like a transitional period for them. And I love that there's like all of these owls here. This is telling me that there's like wisdom that has been gained here. There's new knowledge. There's understanding about themselves. I think a lot of the stuff that they've been dealing with has been something that has been instilled with them since childhood. Not everybody has easy childhoods. Not everybody understands love or the communication and connection with love. It's a very difficult topic for a lot of people. Especially Scorpio. You guys are very loving, but you're also very deep into yourselves and emotions and shutting things off. And when things get too hectic, you can, completely vanish, and then you'll resurface or you won't. I feel that this is a situation where we're looking at resurfacing. With the Eight of Cups and the Six of Wands, I feel that the situation, we have a decision. And I think fear is an interesting way to approach it, because it makes you look at things that you need to basically take care of and tackle. You have the opportunity here, Scorpio, or whomever this is for, to basically look into communicating, rectifying the situation, or you can walk away. And I feel that we're vacillating between these two ideas, these two thoughts. Communicate, see things through. And also with this particular card right now, what I'm feeling in this situation here, Scorpio, or Cross Watcher, this person knows that they have to recognize your efforts in this. Okay, you or this person understands that they need to recognize your efforts in this when you were in a situation together, or whatever situation you were in. They need to recognize your efforts, the time that you spent, the care that you provided, and genuine care that you shared. They need to recognize that. And I think in the past, they may have not recognized that. They may have not seen it for themselves. Not everybody's going to see that. Not everybody's on the same page. Some people are in it for like a moment. They want to play with you. They want to, fuck you, whatever. And then they're off. But it feels like some sort of a connection, emotions happened here for one of you. And then the other one may have not felt it as deeply as the other, or whatever the scenario may have been. And now they're feeling it. Now separation, they're feeling it within the separation. But what the fuck? Shit or get off the pot? Like, seriously, I should just like put that as the title. Shit or get off the fucking pot. Like, you have to move forward. You have to communicate. You have to be able to express your emotions. Here, the situation, I feel if you're going to help it heal, you need to express emotion. Okay? Emotion. So let's go ahead and, do I want to clarify anybody else? Give me one more for the King of Cups. Is this the right deck? No. Give me one more for the King of Cups, please. Get out of your head. Communicate. There's an opportunity here to communicate, reconcile. The Three of Cups, I know, is not just about reconciliation. For the Three of Cups is minimal, but it is about finding common ground sometimes with people, especially if you've had blockages with them. It's a card of celebration. It can be a card of reconciliation, seeing eye to eye with people that you care about, people that feel like they are of your tribe. That's what I'm feeling here. And I feel that we did feel like this situation was of our tribe, but ignored it. Bottom of the deck, King of Cups. I did shuffle a little bit, but that's who was at the bottom when I stopped. All right, so show me the energy between Judgment and the King of Pentacles, or the King of Wands. Show me Judgment and the King of Wands here. What is the connection there? What's going to happen there? Yep, in your fucking mind. In your mind, in your mind, in your mind. Should have got off the pot, dude. Nine of Swords, Nine of Swords, Eight of Swords, Eight of Swords in reverse. At least the Eight of Swords in reverse is talking about moving forward. It's talking about letting down your guard. This may be an incremental process for this person where we are letting down our guard very slowly, but it's almost as if we're so worried about having to face all of this shit that we're willing to walk away instead of communicate and rectify this. One thing that really pisses me off in life, this is going to be a little bit harsh, I fucking cannot stand cowards. I can't stand cowards. It's not that they're bad people. I have a very different way of viewing life and how we communicate and connect with other people. If you fuck somebody over, apologize. If you do something terrible, own it. Be accountable for it, apologize. Here it's like we're worried about what's the point? Somebody here is worried about like having to apologize or like look at the shit that they've done. I think this is about accountability, and somebody here is very afraid to do that. I'm sorry, I hope I'm not yelling. I feel like I'm like angry. Show me this Eight of Cups. What happens with the Eight of Cups here? Does this communication happen or what? Show me the Eight of Cups, please. So you got the Queen of Pentacles here. They may go to an earth sign, but this situation is dealing for... So yeah, they may have somebody else in the wings. Judgment again at the bottom of the deck. This person, I feel, is very conflicted. It feels like they have multiple things going on. If they were to venture into this, they would have to apologize. They would have to communicate. They would have to own up and be accountable for whatever bullshit they've done. But it feels like there may be also a situation that is not done for them. They may have left you for somebody else. They may have had a situation elsewhere where there was some sort of stability or situation that they couldn't leave before. Oftentimes the Queen of Pentacles talks about marriage. It talks about somebody who you are in a committed long-term relationship with, with the Lovers. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Lovers, Gemini energy. Judgment here. It's like they have multiple things going on. And I feel also here too that this might be a situation because of multiple things going on, Scorpio, that this situation might take a back seat because of this. Because they were in a situation with somebody else, or that they're dealing with somebody else as well. This is like a situation where somebody's fucked up multiple situations. Okay. Show me the Two of Cups. Justice, Wheel of Fortune in reverse, Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck. This is an ending. It's a situation. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse, oftentimes I do enjoy seeing this card in reverse just because upright for me, it does talk about change, progress, allowing things to flow, but also it can talk about cycles that we hold up, we uphold, we continue maintaining these cycles. Here it's being broken, it's being cut away. The Justice card, Libran energy. This is about making things right. It's about communicating. It's about offering peace offerings, apologies. It's about being forthright, honest, real, genuine, you know? And I think it's important to do that, especially clarifying this Two of Cups. This is like being honest about your feelings, being honest about your emotions. But here we're stuck. We're not coming forward because we're worried about having to be accountable for the shit that we've done. That shit doesn't fly in my book. Like, you know, you can apologize to me, you can make amends, but like, what the fuck? Grow up. Seriously, grow up. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. Marcel's outside and it's pouring rain. There's toaster Muppets in the fridge in the kitchen. Grab some Muppies. Okay, so where were we? Show me the Nine of Swords. What's this person so worried about? I mean, I know we have the Seven of Swords here clarifying the Nine, but show me more about the Nine of Swords. Flying. Wow. Multiple situations. I feel multiple people here. That's what I'm feeling, you guys. Okay. Wow. And that dropped and this dropped. So we have Scorpio here and the King of Pentacles. I feel, you guys, it's so much going on here. Like we have multiple people, multiple relationships. This person kind of got around. For whom this resonates with, whatever this situation is going on, they have multiple things going on. They're dealing with a fire sign. They're dealing with an earth sign. And it may be a situation where they're just working as well. Being very, very stubborn in regard to what they want to do. Not letting things die. Not letting things go. There's a need for communication, but it's not happening. Show me the Death card. Show me the Death card. Yep. So evaluations here. Sorry, that went upright. It tossed upside down. Evaluation of whatever they're dealing with, and evaluation in regard to communicating their feelings towards you. But I think there's already too many situations going on for this person. This is really frustrating me. Here, this is where their energy is, the Five of Cups. It's worry, it's frustration, it's heartbreak, it's sadness, it's regret. What I'm feeling here is a fair amount of regret, but I also feel within this situation, Scorpio, there's too many people here. There's too many people here to tend to you, or you to tend to somebody else. It's like there's too much going on, so we're just going to let this sit. What the fuck? I'm not into that, but okay. Can you give me advice, please, for Scorpio? Can you give me advice for Scorpio? So you have the Three of Pentacles. It's in reverse. Give me one more for Scorpio. And then you have the Six of Wands. Okay. So the Three of Pentacles here in reverse, this basically communicates we're not going forward, we're not moving, we're not extending ourselves, we're not moving forward with somebody, we're not going to work with them. This either is you not working with this person should they come forward, or should this person come forward to you. It's you not working with them. Too little, too late, not enough. Okay? You're not on the same page. The goals are not the same any longer. It's I feel like too much time or too much something has passed here. Six of Wands here. This is all about connection. It's about being seen. It's about reciprocity. It's about, even communication. It's about victory. It's about, being recognized for your efforts. I feel here it's almost as if like, why not communicate? What truly will that hurt? Like seriously, like what truly will that hurt? It's almost like there's so much going on. There's so many things going down in flames. Like what's wrong with adding a little more to that carnage? Like what's up? I don't know. I don't like this reading, you guys. I'm not going to scrap it. I'll give it to you, but I don't like this reading. I don't like wishy-washy people. I don't like people that, are it's not that I don't like, I get frustrated with people who ignore their feelings. It's what I'm feeling here is like this person was dealing with other people considerably, and it feels like what's happened is a dissolve within these other situations, but they're still dealing with them. But the reality is there's more connection that happened between you and this person than with the other people. And they're recognizing that, they're seeing that, and I think that that's eating them alive. So let's get a Nocturna and see what show me for Scorpio, please. Nocturna, show me for Scorpio. All right. Hi, Bougie. Hi, Bouge. You have snow. Let's read about the snow. My favorite time of year, snow. Okay, where is the snow? Snow, silence, gentleness, pause. This is what I'm feeling, a lot of silence here. There's something calming about seeing a fresh, untouched blanket of white powder on the ground. Perhaps it's due to my childlike excitement that's never gone away, but I always have to pause and have a moment of admiration whenever it snows. Unlike rain, a gentle snowfall is silent and lightly brushes your face as the flakes meander down from the sky. Around you, all signs of life are gone. Animals are hibernating, trees are barren, and people are huddled in their homes and off the streets and roads. It's one of those few moments in life where the world around you is quiet and still. I'm going to pull one more, but I feel that this is about quiet. I feel that this is like going quiet, being quieted. I don't know if this person's going to come forward. I don't know if you're going to come forward, Scorpio. What's up here? I'm putting this back. We have these two. Cayman Gecko. And where's Gecko? 27. Okay, so Cayman. Primordial, strength, meditation, stealth. During my trip to the Amazon in 2018, we took a night canoe ride to look for caimans. With their excellent camouflage and ability to remain perfectly still, they would be almost impossible to spot, except for the telltale red color that reflected from their eyes against our lights. In Inca mythology, caimans were supposedly considered the world's first creature. They have, after all, existed since the dinosaurs. The caiman is capable of lying perfectly still, waiting for its prey. When the time comes, it is ready to strike with efficiency and skill. I feel that this person is waiting. They're trying to hatch a plan to communicate, figure it out, try to get past their emotions and worry and concern. Fucking do it. Come on. But until then, there's going to be silence. That's what I'm feeling. Gecko. Speed, sensitivity, sacrifice, positivity. To the gecko, size doesn't mean power. In fact, its small size typically means that it can stay under the radar, unnoticed. The gecko's extreme sensitive vision and hearing allows it to notice danger before it notices them. But if spotted, it can easily get away from predators due to its sheer speed. Its legs and feet are able to grip any surface and climb vertical walls away from danger. Worst come to worst, if cornered, the gecko is able to detach its tail from its body in order to satiate its pursuer. Again, we have a card of avoidance. These 3 cards, it's like silence, quiet, waiting in the wings, avoidance. And waiting in the wings, maybe that's the wrong term. It's not a boon. This is like silence, avoidance, quiet, being under the radar, but then like collecting information and then coming forward. I don't like that energy. It is indicative of me of somebody who doesn't know themselves. It's indicative to me of somebody who is just like, I'm sorry, maybe I'm being overly harsh or judgmental. It just feels like somebody needs to grow up here. It feels like somebody needs to grow up and face the shit that they create. Should I get off the pot? All right, Scorpio, I hope that this reading was helpful. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And if you choose to donate, there's a link in the description box below. And I will see you guys later. Happy Halloween, happy birthday. Enjoy yourselves. Take care. Whoever this is for, fucking shit or get off the pot. Good luck.